So, what I've done today is I've prepared a little presentation on why Dolphy is legit. So I'm going to be going over some evidence from Colorable, Lawlet, and N-Level. And I found out all of this evidence myself. I didn't take any inspiration from Pablo or anything like that except for one very specific thing that I'll point out later. So the first thing I'm going to go over that's not really brought up in any exposal videos, but I feel like should still be addressed is the fact that Dolphy said I will hack and use or I will speed hack and use XBot on this. So yeah, that looks very suspicious. This is from the thing. The issue is that he is referring to firework. If we take this and we go, and I will paste this into Google Translate. That's not a good one. Let me try this one. We have the final preview of the PV. Final preview. And this is from this part right there, which is that. So that is completely false. Next up, I'm going to be talking about the Audacity error. So we're going to be going over the different proofs that Colorable and Lowell and all of them sent. So first of all, this is...
You see how it's sent to the back?
On the video and it gets sent to the back. The issue with that is that it's not even a Windows message. It's not even an error, nothing like that. So that is completely false and doesn't make any sense. Then I'm going to be going over Lawlet's first one, which is a not responding error, which although definitely seems a lot more potentially suspicious, it's still
I'm not like part. He was at
so just go like that, and he clicks on it and it goes away. That also looks pretty suspicious. Then we're going to be going over this one, which is probably the dumbest one of them all because it uses a printer error. And I'm not even going to address Zanny's one because it's really dumb and it's basically the same thing as Lawlet's. But but this is basically the same thing, but except with a printer error. And as you can see,
more similar to that. So I'm
clicks on it and it goes away. So yeah, and this is the high resolution from the Supersonic video that Pablo linked in his description. Thanks to that, because that's kind of what got me thinking about this in the first place. But then I did all my own research and stuff like that. But this is a high resolution picture of it, and yeah, you can see that this is clearly not the same as this one, or this one, or this one. So I don't really get where that evidence came from, because you can compare the two, or you can compare the three right there. Now I'm going to be going over why this is wrong. So first of all, this is the one from Dolphy's stream. You can go look at it. It's called Tartarus. It's in his stream video playlist, which I made him make. So yeah, now I'm going to be going over probably the strongest proof that I have for this, which is this video right here. So let's see here. So what happens here, as you can see, is that the guy clicks on the video, or he clicks on another program, and everything just stays the same. So yeah, and the window stays exactly where it is normally, and then he's able to still click on stuff. Now let's compare this to this one.
Actually, these are much more similar.
Oh, also, this is kind of dumb.
In the game, I will pull both of these up. Actually, these are much more similar to Dolphy's file, considering they have like the OK button.
Yeah, that's super fucking dumb. Anyways,
more similar to that. So I'm gonna
click on that and they go away. That does not happen here, as I already showed. This is the next one. As you can see, you'll be able to notice that this guy clicks on the pause button up there, and it still persists. So he even says the word click there. So yeah, I'll run that back one more time. Yeah. And then this is another one that's also very strong evidence. You can even hear him if you listen very closely. So I'm not going to talk or anything.
इसका हाल देखते हैं, आपको बताता हूँ. इसको क्लोज करें. दोस्तों, जब आपने ये game,
you can very faintly hear a click there, and I will leave this in the description if anybody doesn't believe that. So next I'm going to be going over the initial evidence that he had for the clicks. So this is definitely the one that I've done the most research on, I'd say.
Hi everyone. So we own Dolphy's mouse. That's sounding like clicking. It's one of the deepest sounding like mice I've ever owned in my whole life. And here's the recording of it, so you can hear better.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't.
And that's the video that he sent. And honestly, when I heard this at first, I was like, oh shit. But then he compared it to the Lucid Nightmares one.
So let me get to the last.
Not very smart evidence. So now I'm going to be going over the counter evidence. First of all, I got into a video chat with him and got him to play some stuff. So I'm going to run that now. This is from Tuesday night. This is just proof that he's not speed hacking or anything. Yeah, let me skip forward a little bit to when he starts actually playing levels. Now you might be thinking, Paco, this is not the same release sound, and that's what N said, but I will get to that later. This is clicks from later when he got onto his PC. This is, he immediately started screen sharing his game, so yeah. That's that, and then we have Tartarus, just to compare the clicks from the previous one to this one. So let's listen to that. That's literally indistinguishable, but if we compare it to N Level's video.
Going through that right now. Pitches or anything. Well, I don't hear it is sped up.
Not remotely similar. If we go back to here, that versus, that's literally the same thing. So now I'm going to be addressing spring speed. So what I have here is it's pitched down to 0.75 times, which this is the straight fly clicks, which is what I believe Owen thinks Dolphy uses. And if it was lower than this, then it would be even lower pitched, which would make the following evidence even stronger. So this is directly taken from the Tartarus video at the slow straight fly at 65%. So that's what it sounds like, and then this is N Level, the video that he sent. I mean, not sent, but using this exposal video. And this is a screenshot that I got. This is from, I will play this audio in a second. He said this is 1.33 times sped up. That doesn't sound like Wargak, that sounds like Dolphy on Tartarus, LOL, just different mic quality. Now you will see that that is not true, because that doesn't sound remotely like it, because now we can go back to here. Sounds completely different. So then, this is probably hard to understand, I'd say. So first, this is from this video. I just took the spring release, and yeah. And then this is Dolphy's Tartarus straight fly clicks that are slowed down. So if he was using speed hacks, right, this is what it would sound, or if this is what the initial clicks would sound like. So I didn't even bother with the other one, because we're going to specifically be addressing why he's not speed hacking those clicks. So let's listen to this again. These really quickly. Alright, so those are clearly not the same, but yeah, so then what I did was I took the, if you go into Ableton here, I took this and I already saved this, so I just inputted it back in for this, but then I took it and I transposed it down 48 steps, so the difference was more pronounced. So let's go back over to that now. Oh, I don't know that. Okay. As you can see, there's a very different pitch there. It's a lot lower in the second one. I'd say we're around 25% lower, and I can prove that. Now let's go over to here. What I will do is I have prepared a spectrum right there. So we'll take that, and you can see where it generally starts, which is right around 1.04 kilo. Actually, it's like right 1.03. So then I'm going to take this one. It starts at 692. That's around a 33% decrease, which is in the natural variation for mouse clicks. Next, I'm going to be addressing plasma pulse finale. I don't really have super strong evidence for that, but basically their proof wasn't super strong either, but the raw footage was uploaded 2 weeks before the actual 97. He claimed to do 97 on PPF after subsonic, but it turned out the video was created before. When he fucked up, he deleted the video. What he said, and when I asked him this, was, no, I didn't lie about PPF 97. I made this progress before subsonic, but I didn't release it right away because I wanted to finish PPF, but when I didn't succeed, I released this progress. I deleted it once, I don't remember, but not because I was exposed in this video. So then, the last one that I'm going to be addressing is the cognition orbs. So I'm just going to kind of read this off. I think it's a safe assumption to assume that Dolphy records in 60 FPS like most people, and assume that deaths can occur between frames. Here's a diagram to help explain. So he can die like right there, and then he can also die right there, and there's going to be 4 frames that aren't detected that happen between these two ones. So these can be like 3 or even 4 frames off, but you can't tell because of the recording. So while it may seem like these players died at the exact same time, it doesn't work like that. One of the games can start slightly before the other, which causes orbs to look weird. So what I did was I moved one attempt when Dolphy got to 75% on cognition, 1 frame in front of the other, and then moved the video manually so the orbs were on top of each other. The results make the orbs pulse nearly identically. And just to prove that N's video is very fallacious, I guess, I don't know. I took the exact middle of the green orb, like horizontally, and that's on this green pixel right here. So as you can see, that's not in the middle of that, it's like right there. So it's not even at all. So let me take this, and I went through it frame by frame, and these are perfectly matched up. And well, there's some difference that can again be explained by that, not that. So yeah, and there's one that's suspicious, I would agree. But the thing that you have to keep in mind is that's one frame in the entire thing. So it happens in one frame, which means that it's super, super, super likely that it just wasn't detected, which is what happened here. So yeah, and then let me just skip forward a little bit, and actually whatever. I have no reason to not play the entire thing. So yeah, I think that all of this combined is pretty strong evidence supporting Dolphy, and hopefully I prove Lolwood and Colorable wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna head off. Bye.